Hi Virgo, welcome to your general reading for September 2020. This is a general reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign. So if this reading is not working out for you, your messages might be coming for your Moon and or Rising sign. It could jump around from month to month, so just keep that in mind. I know not everyone has time to watch a bunch of videos, but it's something good to remember. So Virgo, let's just get started right away. Your first card is how you're feeling in the month of September. You have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is about very fast action, very fast development. It could be fast communication. Something is moving along. Something has been moving along for a while, and now all of a sudden it is getting very accelerated. So I feel like you are feeling compelled forward. It's almost like something else is possessing you almost. It's not a literal possession, but that's the way it feels, is that, well, it could be for some of you, but some kind of positive energy is possessing you where you're being pushed forward to move toward a goal or accomplish something you've been working on. And the Eight of Wands is always something that's been in the making for a long time for me as a reader. So again, this could be something that you've been working on for a while, and now you were sitting there kind of not expecting such fast forward movement, and all of a sudden it happens and you're like, okay, oh wow, we're doing this, and you're being pushed forward and you don't have a choice. You're along for the ride. So you feel like you are in this position where you need to sit down and buckle up and get ready, because there's a lot of moving parts happening. So this could be with a job. This could be maybe with a relationship. Maybe something you were trying to do with a house or real estate. It's going to be different for each of you, but something that has perhaps been taking a while to get moving and develop is boom. It's really accelerating right now. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start my timer. So yeah, you're feeling like you need to be along for this ride, and you don't have a choice to slow down. And even if you want to, you can't. You know, you'll be left behind. So the advice always with the Eight of Wands is to just keep up and go along with it, and you can come back later to, you know, look at details or find mistakes, because you just have to go with this very fast energy so that you don't miss out on what this Eight of Wands is doing. And the Eight of Wands suggests that what this thing is, whatever it is for you, it's already going to get played out the way it needs to get played out. So if you look at this card, I'm using the Robin Hood Tarot. There's these wands that are, you know, shooting very rapidly, like into space. It looks like there's Mars in the background. It's already happened. It's already been decided on some other level. So you just have to go along with it, and the way it's going to work out is pretty much already laid out. So the next card you have is what you're wanting in September. You have the Six of Pentacles. Sometimes this card could mean like needing a loan. Maybe you need a loan for a house or a large purchase. It could also be like grant funding. If you're in academia or something related where you need like a grant or a loan. So it could be that something you've been waiting for along those lines is something that you're really focused on right now in September. It could be coming along. This could be what rapidly starts happening with related to that Eight of Wands for you in September. If it's not that, also the Six of Pentacles is also about balancing the scales in a situation, okay? It's about charity, yes. So maybe you are, if you're wanting charity, it could be in the form of that loan or grant like I talked about, or you're feeling like you need to give to someone or others in some way. You might be feeling that in September, and it could be with the goal or aim of balancing out a dynamic Not necessarily so, but I always feel like there's something to do with balance in this card. It could also be getting one up all over on someone, maybe the roles being reversed, maybe someone felt like they had the upper hand and now they don't and it's reversed. So it could be that you want to, you might want to get the upper hand in a situation where you don't feel like you currently have the upper hand. And that'll make you feel more in control and more in power of the situation, whatever it is. So you could be feeling like that, you know, you feel uncomfortable being subjected to someone else's will or ideas. You kind of want to gain control of the situation, maybe even regain control. Maybe dynamics have shifted in something with a job or a relationship, and you're like, no, I want to go back to having that upper hand. It could be that, Virgo. But if it's not that, for a lot of you, it could just simply be, you know, needing that loan or grant, and you're really focusing a lot of your energy on that in the month of September, which is related to that Eight of Wands energy we just talked about. So the next card you have is the Seven of Pentacles. This is challenges you'll encounter in the month of September. The Seven of Pentacles is all about, well, a very simplified idea of it would be you reap what you sow. But it's more about putting in a lot of work and then you're sitting back and watching and waiting kind of thing. But because it's in the challenge position, when I read the Seven of Pentacles as a challenged card, yes, this man in this card, he has a lot of growth around him, a lot of green and coins, but it could be overgrowth. It could be, the low side of this card is that you're standing there not moving and there's all this shrubbery growing around you and it's going to end up covering you. So because it's in the challenge position, I feel like you're being asked to don't stand still. You might go through this very quick burst of energy and activity in September with that Eight of Wands, and then at some point during the month or the near future, you go into this inactivity and you're just standing there waiting. So it's almost like the advice here is to maybe not do that. That might not be the best thing to do. You might want to stay in that activity mode, which makes sense with that Eight of Wands, because the Eight of Wands is going to be pushing you along and you have to stay along for the ride, like I said, or you might miss out. So don't hop off the roller coaster midway. Stay on. If you feel like stepping out, it's really clear here that it doesn't want you to do that, that it wants you to not get into that, don't get into that watch and wait mode. That's going to be a challenge for you. Your challenge is going to be being tempted, maybe, to go into that watch and wait mode when you're really being asked to be in a more action mode, Virgo. That's what I'm getting really strongly here. So, yeah. Sorry, I was just thinking about this card. Anyways, the fourth card you have is opportunities in the month of September. You have the Seven of Cups. So, this is very clear. You are going to have to make a decision from a variety of options that will be shown to you or presented to you in some way. The Seven of Cups is about choosing wisely from the illusions in front of you. There's a lot of these Seven of Cups are filled with different kind of fantasy type things. There's a dragon, there's a theater mask. So there will be an opportunity to choose something, but it might be based on fanciful thinking. Not necessarily so. But the warning here with the Seven of Cups is to not go into a daydreaming mode. And that kind of fits in with that Seven of Pentacles energies we just explored. You want to stay in an action mode, a decisive mode. You don't want to stop and lollygag too much. But yeah, you are going to be given an opportunity to choose from options on something. And you might be in a more fantasizing space with that, and that's just a warning there. You know, maybe make something, the decision, a little more logical, because it could be based off of, you know, fantasies that may not necessarily have any kind of place in reality. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. If it's a house, it's like, well, could you really make it work? Could you really live there? You know, what would need to happen for that to play out? So there might be some element of it where it's not really grounded in reality. But yeah, you are going to have an opportunity to pick from some options presented to you. You know, whatever area of life that is. You know, it could be a house, a job, a project at a job, maybe relationship, maybe various suitors. Yeah, you're going to be called upon to make a decision, which makes sense with that Eight of Wands energy, because things are developing very fast in September, Virgo. So it's really clear here that you're being asked to keep up with that energy, you know, move along with it, make decisions, don't think about them too much. That might be, I think that's something that Virgos tend to do, is maybe take too much time thinking, but there could be a missed opportunity if you take too long, okay? And you might also get kicked into like an unrealistic fantasizing mode if you take too long as well. So yeah, there's that kind of warning here with the Seven of Pentacles and with the Seven of Cups. So just keep that in mind. Your advice for the month of September is the Page of Cups reversed. This is, wow, okay, I didn't even really look at this card, but it just fits in with everything I just said right now. You are being asked to not be unrealistic, basically. I mean, the Page of Cups in the uprights, it's a very youthful, could be immature energy of someone who's very artistic and has a very idealized view or notion on something. So because your advice is this Page of Cups in the reversed, you're being asked to kind of get out of that maybe over idealized thinking. Maybe this project or whatever that's accelerating very fast with the Eight of Wands, maybe it hasn't moved in the past. Maybe you've stopped it, Virgo, because you wanted things to be perfect or something like that. That's what I feel here. And now you have this other opportunity for it to advance, and you're being told, okay, but just don't get into that space of where you want it to be perfect. You know, move quickly, think quickly on your feet, or you're going to miss an opportunity. So it may not be perfect exactly how you imagined or what you wanted, and you do have very high standards, Virgo, so I understand. It makes sense why this is coming up for you. But yeah, just you might need to let go of some of that wanting everything to be perfect and be and look a certain way, or else you might miss out on an opportunity. Okay, so you're kind of being asked to get out of that Page of Cups energy that could be a little naive of how things work and what's actually realistic or not, so that you don't miss out on something. Okay, so the last card for just the outcome of this overall energies is the King of Cups. So Virgo, you're going to be going through some kind of emotional thing toward the end of the month from all these energies. So it's in the upright, so that's good, but it still can be very emotional. So there's a couple different options here. It could be mastery over emotions, okay, but it's still a lot of emotions nonetheless. You know, the King of Cups, emphasis is on emotions. So whatever it is that you're going through in this month that, you know, we've been talking about in this reading, it gets you in your feelings. You know, you could be upset by how things play out, or you can be super stupidly happy. Like, there's different options here. But it's in the upright, so it tells me that in the end you will get a hold of yourself one way or another. Whether it's, you know, you're disappointed and sad or angry, you will get a hold of yourself and get out of that fairly quickly. Or if you're just super happy and excited like a little 5-year-old, you'll be like, okay, I'm happy, and then you'll get a hold of yourself and bring yourself back to a balanced state. So that's good, Virgo. This is a good outcome, you know. However the way things play out, it's going to bring up a lot of emotion in you, and you're going to balance yourself out after that. Okay? I know that was kind of weird. I hope that made sense. Anyways, Virgo, I pulled an additional card to just top off the reading. You got the Ace of Swords, and I've been pulling from this deck for the past 2 months, and this is a deck that's only the majors and the aces. And Virgo, I think you a lot of time, like more than a couple times, have gotten an ace card when I pull from here and not a major. It was like you and Taurus, I think, that happened to like at least a couple times. And I think you may have even gotten the Ace of Swords in July or August. So I believe so. So you're getting it here. Again, either you or Taurus. I can't quite remember. But the Ace of Swords is all about speaking your truth. So I feel like you're being asked to not shy away from saying what you need to say. There could be something that you need to say. And that Eight of Wands is about communication a lot of times. It's about fast communication. So you can feel this urge to communicate something to someone or a group of people that you're involved with. Maybe it's like a work group or something. Maybe there's something that you've been holding back on saying for a while. And you're being asked that now is the time to do it, you know, with this Eight of Wands energy. Don't stop and think about it too much. Speak your truth. Also, swords are modern day words, okay? Because we don't really walk around with swords anymore. Well, we walk around with guns, but that's a different story. The point is that our words in the tarot deck, the swords are associated with our words and our intellect. And our words can hurt just as much as that sword. So you can speak your truth in a compassionate, loving way, or you can pierce someone and hurt someone. So that's kind of what's being brought to your attention here, Virgo. That, yes, please speak your truth. Don't hold it in any longer. Don't think about it too much. Don't take too much time waiting to do this. And the choice is yours in how you deliver that information. When you need to speak your truth, it's only as good as its delivery system. Because if it falls on deaf ears, if it causes pain, if it makes people just not want to listen to you, then maybe it wasn't really useful, you know? I mean, you're speaking your truth so that others can hear. You already know it yourself. Okay, so that's going to be really important for you in the month of September, to speak your truth, and it is up to you of how you're going to go about doing that. And how you go about doing that will impact the outcome, if people receive you well or not. And that could be why your outcome is the King of Cups. Maybe there's two different options here for you Virgos. Maybe you speak your truth in a very constructive way, and then you feel very happy because of the outcome, or it doesn't work out and you're upset and disappointed. Okay, so yeah, that's what I have for you, Virgo. I hope this reading was helpful. If it resonated for you, please let me know in the comment section below. And if you liked watching this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, Virgo. I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.